Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the city of Ben Gurir. It's a city in the more south of the country. Over there you can see the yard, the trains. Finally gonna train up again, and hopefully all the way to the port of Safia or Casablanca, or just to the sea in general. Our initial plan was to go to the city of Chiripja. That town is home to the biggest phosphate mines in the country. But apparently they laid some kind of a pipeline which transports the phosphate all the way to the port. So trains right there were obsolete. We went there and there were 2 strings of wagons, but nothing moved at all. So we decided to move here, because over here there is also a big phosphate mine. In the distance you can see the hills. Here they don't have a pipeline, so the phosphate has to be transported by train. Actually, Morocco has the biggest phosphate reserves in the world. Like, most of the phosphate comes from here, from Morocco, from the town of Chiripja and the town of Ben Gurir. So there should be a lot of transport. We're gonna go down to the yard, we're gonna eat something, and yeah, just gonna start waiting. Look, these are the places you find alcohol in, you know. Alcohol is forbidden in Islam, it's haram. So people come to places like this just to drink. Nobody drinks on the street. There is no alcohol in stores here. We climb on the roof of some hotel right now. Most of these roofs are just accessible with stairs. It's pretty nice. Merci. We just arrived in the yard and there is phosphate coming in, phosphate wagons. I hope it's arriving here. It's gonna stop and then depart again. Oh yo, just as we walk in, yeah, it's gonna stop. Oh damn, it's stacked so high. It's gonna be hard. So yeah, as you can see, this part of the country has much better railway infrastructure. It's more like a European yard. You have this like footbridges to cross the yard. And then you have the electrification, fences everywhere. Yeah, it's a different Morocco over here. It's more modern. So it's also gonna be harder to just like fuck around in the yard. You have to be careful, because we don't want to get spotted in this yard. This yard is actually one of the only options we have for a good ride to the sea. Alright, so over there is a watchtower, and over there also. There is also the passenger station. It's very hard to get on the yard and see. The entire yard is walled in like this. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out the best way to get inside the train, because we want to get inside and then just wait until it departs. We don't want to wait on the side and when it departs jump on it. It's too risky. We just want to get in, hide, I don't know, like bury ourselves in phosphate. The biggest problem is the pedestrian bridge and the watchtower just behind it, because that's where the tail of the train is. I think the people on the bridge won't really give a fuck, but maybe somebody just happens to work at the railway. So yeah, we have to really do this thoughtful. Okay. Alright, we climbed this wall. We're gonna just stay as far away from the train as possible when we're inside of those guys. And we're just gonna continue until the band, when they can't see us anymore. Then we're gonna try to get in. Pedestrian bridge is still gonna see us, but yeah, nothing to do about that. I guess just wait until there's no people anymore. Alright, you didn't see it, but there is a fucking worker right there on our side coming towards us right now. So drinking yogurt, Arabic music, and just chilling right there, smoking cigarette. This is how you stay under the radar in Morocco. Oh, it's like a sandbox. It's phosphate. Oh. We're out of the yard. I think we waited inside for like an hour or something. But now we're going towards the sea. Yes. So far it's really slow. That's because it's like a really long train and all the wagons are filled with this. It's fucking heavy. There is like some kind of like phosphate terminal along the way. But I also just think that over there is a big phosphate reserve and they fill up trains. I highly doubt that they're gonna like empty this one just to put it in another train. Look, I was just so cramped laying right here. There was a station and a bridge and I really needed to stay now. Okay, holy fuck, it's worse than I imagined. The sand is... oh, you can't open your eyes for a second. It's everywhere. And it's flying in all directions. Like first it was fine, but then the train turned and now it's like... oh, boy, yo. I hope the fucking train turns again and that fucking wind isn't like this, because this is so bad for my camera and like you can't even open your eyes properly without being blinded by this like very fine sand. These guys, man, by the time we get to the port they already lost half of their cargo. Everything just blows away. Once in a year they probably fucking... oh, level crossing. Yeah, every level crossing is manned here. Like even there are barriers, there are lights, but there is still like some guy in high visibility vest just standing there, so we need to watch out for that. But yeah, as I was saying, probably once a year they just scoop up all the lost cargo, you know, on the side of the tracks, because this is probably all phosphate which blew away from the wagon. No, the train is driving like 40 or 50, it's like going slow. Imagine if it drives like 80. They probably arrive at the port with just half of the wagons empty. It's a beautiful sight though, all the little pyramids sticking above the wagons. It's nice, it's cool to see. When I have the chance to open my eyes. For the solution, I pulled the t-shirt over my head. It's like this very light material and it's kind of see-through. I can't see everything, but I can see enough and there is like no dust coming in my eyes whatsoever, so it's perfect. Wait, I'll show you. This is how I look right now. If they see me on the train, they probably are gonna ask even more questions. Okay, so my camera won't record anymore. I'm getting flashed back to the Serbia train where my camera broke down. So I'm gonna put him away. He still turns on, but when I press the record button, it doesn't record anymore. And I think because there is like sand in between the contacts, you know. So I'm not gonna risk it anymore. I'm not gonna film with my camera because my last camera died that way. I was on a train in Serbia and it didn't turn on because there was so much dust inside. I took it to the store and they said like, yeah, your camera is basically fucked, and they couldn't repair it or anything. So I bought this one, the new one, the very expensive one. So yeah, I don't want it to get any worse than this. From now on, I'm just gonna film with the GoPro because the GoPro is made for this. It can handle these situations. Filling station slash terminal. There is a big phosphate reserve over here also. You can see the mountains. The mountains exist out of this shit. But better not to get seen here because it's their cargo. Phosphate and phosphate. look at this view. We're going uphill right now. That's why we're going so slow. It's a very heavy train and there is only one log pudding. This is a very different Morocco. Suddenly it's all green, grass everywhere, trees, fields. It's because we're coming closer to the sea. A lot of goats also. Back in the desert, there were mostly goats, not a lot of goats because there is not a lot of grass to eat. It's refreshing, it's a change of scenery. It's cool to see. We're arriving. If you see these hills, that's phosphate, that's the terminal. So we have to get off somewhere here, but over there is a level crossing with a guard, so we can't jump now. That's like an OCP property. It's the biggest company of Morocco, and I saw there are other facilities. It's heavily guarded. They have like private security, everything, so don't want to end up there. So as soon as we pass this guard, we really have to start looking for a spot to get off the train. Dude, my backpack is just... Oh, look at this. Wow. Oh, er staat iemand, er staat iemand. Shit. Ja. It's not the easiest one to get off. What an amazing ride. Look where we are, behind the hills. There is the sea, but over there is the guard, so we're walking the opposite way now. And then, I don't know, we're just gonna like just go around as far away from the terminal as possible, and then just, yeah, figure a way out to the sea. But holy shit, we made it! We fucking made it! All the way to the sea. So sick. This is it, man. Ah, wow. Amazing. these waves. Now I know why this is a good surf city. Actually, this entire coast has a lot of good surf beaches. Next city is Essaouira, I think, and then Agadir. All very good surf spots. These waves are giant. Finally! Wow! Look at this. Beautiful. Probably gonna get splashed here. I don't even care. But the industry right there smells so fucking bad. It smells like a chemical plant on this beach. Well, I mean, the smell comes from there, so obvious. We're not gonna stay here. We're gonna go to the city right there, to Safi. And yeah, tomorrow or the day after, I really want to go to Essaouira or some other like really nice beach to just like chill for the rest of my time here. Wow. Alright, we're heading to the city now. No buses or anything, but this is how we do it. Just hitch the ride on a truck. Fucking nice. So yeah, this entire plant is owned by OCP. It's the phosphate company. It's also the most profitable company in Morocco. These guys are really bringing money into the country. But even though this company makes billions and billions a year, there were still like 10 employees outside hitchhiking to go back to the city. I'm in Essaouira now. It's a very nice city. The main streets suck. So many people just trying to guess where you're from and trying to sell you something, and so much fucking tourists. First time actually seeing white people this trip. But when you go into the back streets where it's more calm and easy, it's really nice. Reminds me of Italy a bit, these houses. It's cool, it's a beautiful place. It's also a city at the coast. I'm heading to the sea now. Oh, look, the beautiful sea, the beautiful beach. This journey, man, really was an experience. Holy shit. I never felt so out of place in the country, which is normal, you know. I'm a white guy walking around in like Moroccan villages where normally no tourists come. It's such a different way of traveling. It wasn't easy. It was also very exhausting. Don't think I ever had such an exhausting journey. But also like the hospitality of these people and how welcoming they were. It's unseen, it's crazy. It's pretty rare these days. I really love it. On the other side, traveling with a backpack, like traveling like we do, just it's really uncommon here. We really had to explain that we were sleeping outside just because that's what we do, you know. Here, when people sleep outside, it's because they have no money or no house, and they're like, no, it's not good, sleep inside, you know, you should sleep inside. They really just didn't understand that that's like the way we travel. And that was annoying sometimes, because everybody just said like, don't sleep outside, don't do this, it's dangerous. But yeah, apart from that, I had a lot of great moments. And yeah, the scenery was so different and very nice. Train rides also crazy. It really felt nice to ride with other people, with locals, and really good. I had Rico with me who spoke Arabic. I know it looks very nice, you know, the desert routes and shit, and maybe there are some people who want to ride it now, but just, I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't recommend it. If you're by yourself and you don't speak the language, especially in towns like that, I think it's more safe to just go somewhere else, you know. Personally, I didn't have a bad time, but so many locals warned us for bad people. You just really need to know which guys are good, which guys are bad. I did everything I wanted to do. I saw everything I wanted to see and even more. So yeah, I'm very, very satisfied. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching again, and yeah, I'll see you next time.